Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's AYCG Moviecast, episode 329. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy.
What's up?
Corey Feinsod.
Yo.
And Tony Korkanakis.
Oi.
What's up, guys? Welcome, viewers. Welcome, listeners, to episode 329. I promise
Welcome, Jim.
Yeah, I'm
Welcome
alive.
back, Jim.
Words of my demise have been greatly exaggerated.
I think we were pretty accurate. But...
I don't know what you guys said. I saw Legacy Virus as the title.
Oh, you didn't listen?
No.
Oh, that's okay.
No, I've been out of commission basically since, well, even the weekend. I did all right. I came back pretty quick. I bounced back pretty quick. I had the flu.
Well, that's good.
I had the flu. When they were going to record the podcasts, these guys, just so you guys know, listeners, I had 103 fever, so I was quite not with it, actually. Apparently, I was talking delusions. I was talking in circles to my girlfriend. I was like saying things over and over and over, just in like very, very small amounts. It wasn't like I was talking about something and then would repeat it like for a while. Like I would just keep talking like in same 10-second loops. So
That's pretty bad.
yeah, she's like, you were not with it. I'm like, yeah. So it was a good call not to have me on the podcast because we probably wouldn't have
It might
gotten
have been
anywhere.
more entertaining, actually.
Yeah, I think it would have been entertaining.
Oh man, no. I was in bad shape Tuesday and Wednesday. Couldn't
Well,
move.
as long
couldn't
as you're
walk.
better, Jim.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
what
back.
matters.
I'm back. Having surgery next week on my finger, but nothing to do with the podcast except I can't type. So yeah, that's why they have dictation, right, guys? Who uses dictation? Anybody here?
Nope.
Like, do any of us use Siri?
so
I know Mike
often.
doesn't have Siri, but do we use Siri? Any of us?
Nope. Turn that bitch off.
I have Siri just because it's funny to listen to a British person say things.
But what do you use
supposed to
Siri
be
for?
British.
I just make the Siri British sounding. So
All right. Well, anyways, listeners.
He
Let-
uses Siri for accents
Yes,
exclusively.
he likes to hear the funny British accents. Well, let's get into the box office for these guys real quick and run through this because M. Night Shyamalan's movie, that's Split, is
Yeah.
doing very well. Over 100 million domestic.
great.
Second week in a row now, number one.
Yeah. They it's getting good reviews too. I do want to check it out.
No.
Oh,
We're boycotting it after Avatar, apparently.
Yeah.
something from how long ago now?
Why am I boycotting it?
Not
from
long
Avatar?
enough. Because Avatar?
Oh,
'Cause-
Avatar.
Last
Ow.
Airbender?
I think
Yeah.
On
'Cause
was
Ong?
in that.
On. Yeah. Yeah. I forgot about that movie. Ugh.
I
Ugh.
wish I could forget that movie.
There's so many other movies too to boycott from him. There's been some shit from him. Come on.
Yeah, but then I
It's
take
been
kind of
downhill
purchase.
since Sixth Sense and Unbreakable. So
The Mark Wahlberg talks to trees. I mean, that was a good. That was a terrible.
Mocky mock.
but apparently he's on an upswing.
Yeah. So he wants to do.
From one movie? He's on an upswing?
Well, I mean, the last one had better reviews than the one before, and the one before that had better reviews than the one before
Wait,
that.
what's his last one?
Doesn't he? What does he want to direct something recently? Didn't he come out and say
I
that?
think he did After Earth, which was
Right.
reviewed terribly. I don't know if that was the worst one or not, but I think he did one after that, the Visit or something like that, and that scored better, and then this one scored better than that one. So it's like it's doing like one of these V shapes right now.
Yeah, but it's like a roller coaster. He's never going to get to that high again.
Well, he's not going to put his name prominently on everything that he's doing anymore.
He
It's
like,
not, yeah.
he, like,
not
hides it
oh,
now?
this is a
Yeah.
Shyamalan film or anything. M. Night.
Yeah. He I'm trying to find the quick bit of news I read last week. He wanted to do another like direct an episode of something. I can't remember what it was. I was like, oh, he was like very interested in something from Marvel, I think.
Well, he wants to do Avatar or The Last Airbender 2, I think.
Well,
No, fuck him.
I promise you, the news I was going to say is not that.
There's no way. There's no way. You're just...
I'm
trying
not
to-
saying that it's happening. I'm just saying I think he's come out and said he wants to do it.
Well, you can't have what you want sometimes.
Well, we can't have what we want. You mean sometimes he can have what he wants.
There's
but
no
we're
way.
not getting-
Nickelodeon's just fucking done. Nickelodeon's done with that shit.
He might have some pull if he gets a good run here of
It
movies.
depends on if he owns the rights or not. I don't know. Who
Nobody's
owns
gonna
the-
care about that shit at this point anymore. He's
Meh.
done. He poisoned the well.
Anyways, so his movie is number
He
one.
should drink from it himself, but
Jeez.
you know.
His movie's number one at 25.7 million. We got A Dog's Purpose at 2, got 18 million. Hidden Figures, Resident Evil debuted at 13.7, and La La Land at 5.
Good. Fuck Resident Evil 2. God damn, those movies are terrible.
Yeah. They're
This is
like
the last
popcorn,
one, right?
They're like popcorn flicks, though, right?
The final
keep saying it's the
chapter
last
doesn't mean
one.
it's the last
they
one.
keep saying it's the last one.
Corey, you're a fan of these, right?
Yeah, I think they're stupid fun.
Yeah, stupid fun. So
I heard the editing is god awful on this one though.
this movie is a jarbled mess. Because guess who saw it?
Ew.
Yeah. So
Ew.
this is what I was.
I'm the bigger
When
fan.
did you see that?
This
And
is
I didn't even see it.
this is where I was trying to talk about how I wanted to choose between Split and Resident Evil, and you went off on an M. Night tirade. And I was going to say
yeah.
something. You interrupted me before I could finish that statement. So I chose
Probably
Resident.
chose Split.
I should have. Not saying Resident Evil was. Well, no, it was pretty bad. Basically, the entire first half of this movie is a jarbled, absolute freaking mess. And then the second half of the movie seems like it was a movie they came up with. Okay, they wrote that part first. They're like, this is a cool idea. We're gonna make the movie based off of this, and then try to figure it out. So that's what they did. They found this great finishing idea, which worked, I thought, really well in the end. But the rest of it was like, what is going on? It's just cheapy, on cadence scares. So it wasn't even a scare for me. Like, I'm like sitting there, I'm like, you can hear the music, you can see the scene going, and you're just like, okay, 1, 2, 3, cue demon. Boom, there it is. And you're just like, 1, 2, 3, cue zombie. There it is. You're just like,
find demons?
It's Resident Evil. This is what I was going to talk about to be nice about the whole thing.
It's off the rails, Resident Evil. It's
Yeah.
not Resident Evil.
So,
like,
first of all,
I'm sorry, you deserved it. You deserved it if you went and paid money to see this movie.
Oh, I didn't. I had I had free points, obviously. I didn't pay any money for this. So, I used some of my credits I had.
You still paid for it, just not with cash.
paid for it with your time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
It's
mean,
kinda
it
worse.
was the dine-in theater, so I got a good meal out of it. So I did pay.
Okay, at least you got
I did pay for food. You're right. So I did actually pay cash for food, but I got I had a drink, but not even a drink could save this movie. So. It wasn't like, listen, don't go see this in the theaters. You can see it if you're a Resident Evil fan, like Corey, you want to check this out. Check it out when it comes out.
Yeah, I was gonna wait until
It's-
because
yeah.
like Sonia and I watch them all. But,
Yeah, no, and it's fine.
I'm not going to see it in the theater.
Honestly, it's the 4 and 5. It's like the same kind of action-y thing, just with a little bit more jarbled mess in the beginning where you're like, what the fuck? You know? That's about it. So, but I was gonna say, like, Resident Evil, and this is kind of for the game section as well. I liked Resident Evil, and I'm not a huge Resident Evil fan before I make this statement, but I liked it best when it was simple. Now, have the games gone away from this? Is it not like very simple anymore? Because it looks like the new one is about a haunted mansion with like ghosts and everything.
The new one simplifies things dramatically.
But is it?
And
But
it's not really.
it's not about zombies. Isn't that what Resident Evil is about?
Well, it's not. It barely references the other games. It's kind of like a reboot.
But like, okay, now I never played through 4, which is the most popular game. They weren't really zombies.
What?
Wow.
Yes.
I thought 4 was boring. And
Tony's
I played
triggered.
it.
I needed to see a flipped desk or something. That was kind of a more like a. I guess I'll get up and leave on this.
Yeah,
But-
it's a rare fact. I own it. I just haven't played it. I own it.
What?
The 4. I own 4.
No, on what?
Oh, on Xbox. I got it for the cheap price. I have it from that sale when it was like $4 or $5. I have it.
Why?
I just haven't played it.
You have the game?
Yeah,
That's
Yeah,
a
that's
very
what you're
casual. Like
That's what
I'm
you're
just getting
playing
up and
as.
leave, Tony. By the way.
but I was gonna play Resident Evil 7,
No.
but I have it.
You also have Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, but I want to just play that. Ugh, sorry, I'm getting like blown
Yeah.
up from texts.
Leon is like.
All right, that's fine.
The love
Play
character
7.
is a 4.
Play 7 and then play 4. Because if you play 4, nothing else is going to compare.
Okay.
It is the pinnacle of the series.
I mean, that's what... Resident Evil 4 is pretty much what inspired Gears of War. I mean, you love Gears of War, so...
They play very differently, but still, yes.
Wow. But okay, but can
There's
we
still
answer?
tank controls though.
Can we
and
answer my original like question. Like, it's about zombies still, or is it not anymore?
I don't know. I didn't play
Close
this.
enough.
No, but like, was 4 about zombies?
Fake zombies.
Undead thing.
Not zombies.
Exactly.
they're-
It's all freaking different now. Like, it's like, and then like 5 and 6 were the same idea, right? They weren't like zombies, right?
I didn't play 5 and 6. Again,
Oh,
peaked
yeah.
at 4. Just like M. Night Shyamalan peaked, never coming back this high again, ever.
Well, he peaked on his first.
Okay, but it's never getting that high again. Once you reach that high, the roller coaster, you just don't want to...
Anyways, don't go see Resident Evil in the theaters. I give it 1 thumb down, not 2, but 1. It's not. If you're a Resident Evil fan, yeah, you can see it, but I wouldn't pay for it. Like, Blu-ray, you can get it when it comes out. Redbox it, whatever you want to do when it comes out. Get that way, but don't go to the movies and pay for it.
Some stuntwoman lost like a lot of herself from this movie. Like she lost an arm, her like face got torn off or something. It was like
Wait, who is this?
some stuntwoman on this movie.
Oh,
What
yeah,
movie?
I remember that.
Resident
I remember
Evil?
it.
Resident Evil, yeah. Like she like it was like described in the accent like she was defaced or something. Like it's freaking nasty.
What happened?
I don't even know. I just know
Freak
it
accident.
was from this movie, and yeah, she but she was posting on like Instagram recently, like her back at the gym or something.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that now. Yeah, I mean, listen, the action sequences are fine, over the top, but they've always been over the top. It's just it has a really jarbled mess of a story and it's just very very fast. Try to make you cheap thrills, like scares in the beginning, like crazy, and it settles down in the second half, and it becomes a much better and a little bit more story in the movie where you're like, okay, I can watch this now, and that was fine, but. Yeah, so there's still some convenient. I'm not saying the ending is fantastic for anybody that does watch this. Again, not saying it's fantastic. I'm saying it was okay. I'd give it a 4 out of 10. This movie.
4 out of 10.
Yes.
Wait,
Yes. I'm fine. Listen, a 4 out of 10 is like, do not watch this movie, Tony. Do not watch this fucking movie. That's it. Don't watch it. Corey, you liked Resident Evil. Probably check it out when it comes out. That's it.
Yeah, I mean,
That's it.
$3.
Yeah.
thing.
That's it. That's
Or-
what that means. That's what that means. All right.
okay.
Moving on.
Let's get into some
Let's
news.
talk about Fox. Fox, we have Legion coming out in FX. Nothing to do with the X-Men universe whatsoever. It's only
Other
kind
than
of-
they say mutants and things like that.
yeah, nothing with the movie universe that they've created. It's a separate thing altogether. However, Fox has now actually ordered the pilot for an X-Men series on their network, having very much to do with the X-Men universe, the current movie universe that's going on. So to tie it in with that, they haven't said who's going to be in it yet, but they have put a production order into it. So we're getting kind of our X-Men Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Do you think it'll actually happen?
No. It's there. It's news right now, so I'm putting it on here to talk
No,
about.
I agree. I mean, it's like, I don't know. I don't see that happening. But what else does Fox have? I think it could happen just
Gotham.
because.
They got Prison Break coming back, man.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
There's a show that peaked in the first season.
Yes, that is what they're talking about. Peaks. Prison Break peaked in that was a great first season. But so it's like, and again, going back to M. Night Shyamalan's peak, that was a great movie. Sixth Sense, great movie.
I liked
Unbreakable, but there were people that didn't, so I can accept that.
I got spoiled on Sixth Sense.
See, I got
Greg
to see it.
Kilborn had a late night show on, and he would spoil movies. That was one of the segments. He would just like not really warn you about it, so he's just like, "Oh, spoiler time!" Boom, and I'm like, "Oh, well, all right,
Yeah.
whatever."
All right, so I don't expect this. What do you guys think?
What,
I don't know what else Fox is doing, so I think it's possible because of that. But I don't really see it happening. I just don't think that it's.
I see it happening and being shit, and then getting like not picked up.
But then Gotham got picked up, and that's
Gotham had more promise.
Gotham has had some good episodes, and that shows defense.
it had
And
some good episodes. Yeah, like
Gotham's
the
had
first, the first
3
half of
seasons now, and probably will have a 4th. So that's an okay run at least.
Yeah,
Oh, and
The one-
then that's the bar. Then I could
Oh,
definitely
yeah, I
see
forgot
an
that.
X-Men show.
I can't believe I missed that news. Tony, come to the rescue there.
Yeah, I was like, there's something I really want to talk about.
That I completely forgot about. Well, we're going to talk about some troubled stuff now. Not that
because Xmen the TV series wasn't trouble?
No, it wasn't.
Either it exists or it doesn't.
All right, so the Flash movie doesn't exist at the moment. They're getting a script rewrite. They've lost the director. By the way, yes, they've lost the director who has said, no, I'm not leaving this at all, ever. I love this movie, and then he leaves. Do you remember that happening like months ago?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So then they've now ordered a rewrite of the script, at least page 1 rewrite of the script. I guess they want.
I heard they were gutting everything, but maybe the first page or something like that.
No, they ordered a page 1 rewrite, whichever. I think that's like start to finish at that point. That's the term of it.
Yeah. Like they may have kept like the core, like Barry Allen, blah blah blah.
Well, they kept the story of Flash.
It's gonna be Wally
and they decided
now.
to like change
It's gonna be
the
the Wally
entire
West
brand
movie
new
now.
script.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
Who knows?
Like from page 1, you're going forward.
Yeah.
Definitely not a good sign, though, if you ask me. But
Well,
honestly, I think it's a better sign than what we would have gotten before. Because like what we would have gotten before was going to be
you say that every time something gets delayed, redone, though, Corey, and I don't know if I agree with that.
I think when things get delayed, it's because the thing that was there was shit.
Yeah, so that
why would you want something that's...
Okay, wait,
I
know, but that
better.
The end result is probably going to be bad too.
But wait,
yeah, but it's going to be better than what we're getting.
If you
before.
didn't hear anything about it going all the way through, and it comes up as scheduled, it's probably going to be better than something that was redone halfway through.
Sometimes the studio interference delays the movie, Corey, and it's not a good influence. Like it's a bad influence. They want to see more things that the fans don't want to see.
Yeah, but here I think it's better because before it was extremely like on the side of what Zack Snyder wanted. Now we know that Zack Snyder doesn't have as much pull.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, I mean, like, sure, that is a possibility. But when you hear about how, like, the Suicide director was like, oh, like after the movie came, before the movie came out, like, this is my director's cut. There's not going to be another.
You say like all these bad things are coming out, and they're like, well, you know what? We probably should just revamp this entire thing and start over. Like that sounds to me like
it's studio influence.
Than...
The DC movies have been influenced by the studio. I pretty negatively. Like they've had that done. Like why are we getting these director's cuts? Because the studio has made their own cuts and people are up in arms about it. And then they all say the ultimate editions are the best versions of their stuff afterwards. It's because this, and they're blaming it on the studio. They're saying the studio cuts. There's a director's cut, which is what we think we're getting, but we're not. Why are we not getting those? It's because of studio interference. So DC, Warner Brothers has their hands far too into DC movies. Far too into
Right. In this particular instance, and I mean Warner Bros. In general, I just think it's the studios meddling, way too much, and directors like, fuck this. Like, I can't make a good movie with all the shit that you're handing me.
I think that is what
fuck
happened.
you, I'm out.
Yeah.
Pulling a fucking Sam Raimi with fucking Spider-Man 3.
We have heard about that with Sam Raimi. I mean, Sony's done that before.
Yeah,
unfortunately, they didn't learn their lesson, as we'll get to, but...
The other thing is, as I watch the TV show Flash, I'm realizing it's kind of hard to make a good live-action story with him.
Well, he's a tough character.
He's overpowered again. Once you have time travel and someone who should never actually lose a fight logically, ever, it's a problem.
Yeah. Wow. I just realized my computer's not plugged in.
This is definitely the first time I've ever heard that argument.
Because it's coming out of your mouth the entire time, Tony?
I don't know. Like,
I mean, it was okay. The first season's like, all right, Barry's just kind of an idiot with superpowers.
It was fine before they got all into the time travel.
Yeah, no, that's what I said, because literally once they introduced time travel, like not just like, oh, he accidentally did it.
Like, okay, that's fine. That's an interesting thing. So,
but he can do it whenever he wants. It's fucking dumb. Like, he just resets, like, oh, I don't like the outcome of this. I'm just going to reset it. And now this person's back alive, and this person's back alive. Oh, this time things are a little bit different. It rains fucking donuts out of the sky. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck yourself.
Okay. Yeah, so I want to see a good Flash movie. I am also of the belief, though, that
I'd like to see it.
DC heroes don't translate to the big screen.
No, I just mean these really powerful ones don't. Like Batman does normally.
There you go. You're done.
They can.
Your list is over.
they can transfer. Just we
There's
haven't
no other
had
DC heroes that aren't
the
overpowered.
creative people behind these that have made it possible yet. That's all.
I would love to see it. It's like a Superman video game. You want to see something great. You just know it's not going to happen. Like, I want to see it. Prove me wrong. I'd love to come on here right now, like, in a year, and say, wow, they fucking nailed Justice League. That was amazing. I was completely wrong. I will eat, like, 6 pizza pies. I'm so sorry. Now, that's a big statement for me. I don't eat carbs. So, the saying, I'll eat 6 pizza pies as being wrong it'll never happen. It'll just never happen.
Horrible punishment.
Oh, are we doing food bets now?
Well, and now we stumbled upon the new bets. I just thought I was trying to think of something crazy for me to do, and I think it would be crazy for me to eat 6 pizza pies. I could do it, but
I'll question that you would do it or wouldn't do it, but I'd like to see it.
yeah. Oh,
It'd be painful.
oh, it would be. Not right away. It would be painful that night.
Yeah.
So, you have to excuse me. Still got a little bit of congestion, but all right. Whew. All right, Sony. Let's go on to Sony Pictures. Sony Pictures is in deep shit. That's the headline. Basically, they're looking to possibly sell their entire Columbia Studios now, right? Is that what they're looking at doing?
We talked about this last week.
Oh, we did talk about that last week.
Yes, we did.
We did.
Well, okay, it's on here.
Like,
They're going to write
I
that.
think it's deserving of talking about it again, I guess.
well, no, I mean, this is kind of confirmation.
Yeah.
'Cause, like, last week was just like, I forget, did we even, was it in the news last week, or did we talk about it naturally?
It came out that day of the podcast.
It was something like either it was breaking news or we definitely talked about it though. And I know because we were trying to think of franchises that they own. Like we don't know any franchises that they have. They have no franchises.
Did they lose they lost the Bond franchise, right?
No, they still have it.
It's a big franchise.
Oh wait, is it Sony? I thought it was.
They put out Spectre, Skyfall, and
they own
Casino
Columbia
Royale
and White Star?
and MGM.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, they own MGM. Okay, I was.
No, they don't own MGM, but MGM owns Bond, and they've done a deal with Sony to distribute.
Yeah.
That's the Daniel Craig's have all been Sony.
Yes. So they're gonna. What is this? Gonna write down almost $1 billion on the movie business.
You know what that means?
That's all they made?
Oh no! They're writing it down as like I think
a loss.
It's all That's all they lost. That's what they lost.
Like $1 billion.
It's what it's worth is negative $1 billion. That's.
I don't. Are they gonna piecemeal this, or are they gonna just sell the whole thing? Because if they,
I think they.
I don't care. I just want Spider-Man to go back to Marvel.
Well,
he's back at Marvel, dude. He's back.
No, 100%. Like none of this. Like, oh, he could be in Avengers, and we'll consult you for,
Marvel's making
individual
movies. They're just putting Sony up before. That's it.
Well, all it's going to change. Yeah, all it's going to change now is next movie there will be no Sony Pictures logo.
Good. I'm fine with it.
TriStar. That's the other one. Columbia and TriStar. I was trying to think of the minor companies at Sony.
TriStar doesn't really exist. Don't they own Screen Gems too?
Oh, do they?
Maybe. Maybe.
Huh.
I want to say that, but I don't know.
I don't know. Let's move into what we've been up to, guys.
Well, we heard about Resident Evil, Jim. Anything else you got?
Oh, dude, I was sick, so I couldn't move, so I couldn't actually play a lot of video games, but I was able to watch all of Voltron Season 2. Finished that like in one day, obviously, because it's half-hour episodes. Did you talk about that last week, Tony?
Mm-hmm.
It's great. Great second season. Like,
yeah. It's
such a good... God, like Netflix shows, and I'm going to talk about another one shortly, but they've done such a good job with their original programming. That's a show that you expect to get fucked up. Like, you just expect it not to be good, and it's good.
No, absolutely. I have no doubt that if this were like a syndicated show on like Cartoon Network, they would have fucked it over, just like they fucked over Thundercats, just like they fucked over Young Justice. I wasn't particularly interested, but like apparently they fucked up that new Scooby-Doo cartoon too. Like, it goes down the line. Like
how confident would you? I want to hear this. Like, how confident would you be, Tony, if they decided they're going to do their own Airbender series?
Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
With how bad the taste is in your mouth of Korra.
Korra wasn't all bad.
Yeah, Korra wasn't all. It just Korra wasn't all bad. I'll 100% agree with that. Like, it started out better than it ended, and that was the biggest disappointment for me.
Yeah, because I could see with their anime and the way that they're building their library, I could see that happening at some point.
Yeah, and
I would love
wish
to see more Airbender, but honestly, I'm really happy this team is doing other things. Like, I would love to see them move on to something new.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we're getting Young Justice, right? I mean, we are going to get that, so
Yeah.
that's coming back on Netflix.
I mean, I agree with you, Corey.
Oh, sorry. Is it confirmed it's Netflix?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I don't think it's been confirmed Netflix. I don't know. I know there's a production.
I thought Netflix.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, I would think that would be a perfect spot for Young Justice. I'm just saying, I haven't heard confirmation of Netflix, but it sounds like that would be what they would want.
Yeah, Young Justice. I typed it wrong on my phone. But yeah,
Let's see.
I don't know. Like, I'm just very confident in their originals. So.
I don't want to see your search results for Young Just Fist.
It auto-corrected. I'm sorry. Warner Brothers Animation begins production on season 3, but it doesn't say what network, right?
Yeah, I don't remember hearing any network, so
Yeah.
I think we were all assuming it would be Netflix, but there's been no
The
confirmation.
most recent article I found was back in November.
Yep.
Weissman spoke on voice actor Christopher Niosi's YouTube channel in June, specifically named Netflix as a potential streaming partner. I've had a couple conversations with folks at Warner Brothers and even a conversation with some folks at Netflix. I have a basic understanding of how this works. Blah, blah, blah. He has hope and urged fans Netflix could play an instrumental role in getting Warner Brothers to consider a third season.
Yep.
He laid out a step-by-step plan to eager fans, and he specifically said part of his strategy was continuing to marathon the entire series on Netflix as many times as possible for as many people as possible to register that the show is trending.
Yeah, but they haven't officially picked it up. Though.
Yeah, not officially, but
we know it's officially
It's
happening.
normal.
We just don't know. It seems like that would make the best.
I
make the most sense.
predict a July announcement from San Diego.
I can see that. I can see that with like a minute trailer or something like that.
Yep, and a Netflix premiere. So,
What were you gonna say though, Tony? You were on.
What I was gonna say, I agree with you, Corey. I would love to see this team actually just do something completely original, like whatever they want to do. But at the same time, like I kind of would like something else in the Avatar universe. I don't know if it's necessarily after Korra, maybe before. It's just if Nickelodeon played ball, but
Yeah. No, I would
kinda-
kind of see stuff like in Aang's, like a little older Aang. Not all.
yeah,
Aang.
yeah, like even if it was like not even like a series, but maybe like an hour special or something like that. You
Yeah.
know, like.
Like a 2-hour movie or something.
Yeah, but I mean, props to them. Like Jim's saying, Voltron season 2.
yeah.
Corey, you haven't watched it, have you?
Not yet. That's on my.
You watched
Short
season 1
list.
though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so.
Just not the last episode.
Well, at least you'll watch it and be able to roll
It's
right
fine.
into season 2.
Yeah.
Damn, I can't. How could you end like without seeing the last episode? I would get so frustrated.
Yeah, I don't know. I also watched the Lemony Snicket, A Series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix. New,
nice.
Series. Yeah.
The one with Neil Patrick Harris.
With NPH, who does a great Count Olaf. I've never seen the movie and I've never read the book.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Never read the series, never read the books. So this was new for me, and it's a very strange show, but it's very good. Like
Yeah, I'm curious. I want to see it because I went through all the books. So.
The only thing I would say is this: they do it in 2-episode arcs per book. So you have the first 2 episodes a book. So the first season is the first 4 books. I would say to break it up, like watch the first 2 and maybe the next book, and then break it up and take a break. I watched all of them, and by the 4th book, the last episode, it was kind of old because it follows the same cadence. So that's where the binge watching isn't as beneficial for Netflix there, because I felt like it would be better if they had released it in an episodic kind of arc, because it wouldn't have been like, all right, they're gonna do this, they're gonna run into Count Olaf, he's gonna try to trick them, and adults are gonna be really stupid
as the series goes on, because it's just them continuing to fail.
There was another twist that occurred on the show that I was kind of like, I kind of took that for granted the whole time, thinking that this was kind of a good aspect of the show, of the movie, of the series, that it was going to be like a really cool aspect, and it turned into like nothing, and I was like, I'm like, that kind of deflated my interest. Like I was watching it like crazy, and I'm like, once you get your answer for that, you're like, That wasn't. Yeah, it's like it is a series of unfortunate events, and it's not just a clever title. So, but it's still entertaining, and it's very. It's got some humor mixed into it, adult humor as well. There's some jokes for adults. They kind of mix everything in. It's a kiddie family kind of show as well, but it's good. It's very good.
Their narrator.
Yes, one of my favorite actor, Patrick Warburton.
Nice.
Jesus.
The Tick.
Putty.
Warburton. Patrick Warburton. I just got completely tongue twisted there. The Tick, or from Seinfeld, the mechanic from Seinfeld. He's Lemony Snicket, so he does a great job as the narrator, and he obviously does a great job. So, and obviously NPH is very good, very good.
I wonder how it compares to Jim Carrey. I thought Jim Carrey was really good as the Olaf character.
From what I read, he's, I guess, more of a sinister version of Olaf that doesn't steal the spotlight. So he lets everybody else kind of have their, Jim Carrey's, I guess, was the steal of the movie. That's. He was the
big straw. So
yeah, and he was and he did the best job in the movie.
That was in his don't hate it.
He eclipsed other actors in that movie, which so you couldn't really attach yourself to the kids that much. You were more or less watching for what he was doing. In this, you're still watching. You're watching the kids, what they're trying to figure out, and then he's in it, and he does a fantastic job, but he doesn't steal the show.
I heard, I don't know if it was Neil Patrick Harris or someone on a late night show. They actually took a little shot at the older version of it.
Well, I mean, you got to look at it.
They're they said it wasn't as book accurate as this version or something.
Well, they couldn't.
Well,
it's the first one. It's a movie.
At the same time though, they're doing 2 episodes. How long are the episodes?
An hour. So you're getting 2 hours.
It's 2 hours per episode. Yeah. And they did the movie on 1 book. So.
Yeah, so. All right, that's it for me that I want to talk about. I watched a bunch of other shows, but I don't really remember them because I was delirious with fever. So, Corey, what else? What have you been up to? What have you been watching?
Well, as far as television, not much of note right now, but I did get to see Hacksaw Ridge, and that's the Andrew Garfield film, the war film by Mel Gibson.
Okay.
And I'd have to say, if I saw that last year before our movie of the year discussion, that would probably be right up there with Civil War. I like
what?
I thought it was amazing.
You realize you just said Mel Gibson movie, right?
Yeah,
one of the best movies of the year.
I mean, Braveheart was amazing.
Sure,
it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, but that was
all time.
21 years ago or something like that.
Again, roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he is. Yeah. Passion of the Christ, people went out to see
people
that.
Like that. It was a big deal.
He's a crazy guy, but he knows how to direct films, and
I'm not saying he doesn't.
He captures the feel of battle better than anybody I've seen. Like Braveheart was one of the greatest examples of that, and this movie really makes war seem extraordinarily violent and depressing at the same time, entertaining because you're watching it and stuff.
This is the one with Liam Neeson in it too.
No, he's not in this. It's got
this is
Vaughn.
This is the one where he's the guy who doesn't kill anybody, right?
Right.
He doesn't want to shoot anyone. That's right. All right.
He is someone who went in as he joined the army knowing that he was told he did not have to touch a gun, and he went in there because he wanted to save people, not kill people. And his whole thing was he would not touch a weapon whatsoever. So there was a lot of conflict with his drill sergeants and things, and he got at one point he's almost court-martialed and thrown in prison because he wasn't following orders. But he does go out and he saves in one night 75 people on his own after everybody's basically left. And it's a really amazing story, and it shows it's a great story, I think, and it being an actual true story made it even crazier. And then you get clips of him being interviewed at the end, which is it kind of really adds to the film and makes you appreciate. And like I said, it was very, very well done, and the acting was on par. And Vince Vaughn is usually one of those goofy, stupid characters, and he plays it straight for the most part, but he does have some really funny lines in it too, which is nice because it is a very heavy film, and there's not a lot to laugh about, but he's a good presence there.
Hmm.
What's funny is the guy from the Avatar, James Cameron Avatar movies in this, and you're like, oh shit, he actually is still alive. Like, where's he been? But he did really well, and like I said, it's amazing the human character and condition, like what people do in like times of stress and how they react and stuff. And like I said, Mel Gibson's just great at filming these types of scenes, and I think, like I said, it's right up there as one of my favorite movies from last year. If I saw it last year, our movie discussion might have been different.
Bold words, Corey. Bold words.
I have to check it out.
I loved it.
I have to check it out.
But it's also one of those things where I'm watching with Sonia too, and like she was like, "What the fuck is this? What you're watching?" And then she's like in it the whole time, like, "Oh my god, this movie's amazing!" And so like that just enhanced the experience too, which I like to watch it with her and talk about it later.
Okay.
Other than that, no, not much else. I guess that's just...
Tony. Nothing.
I'll have more to talk about on the Gamecast.
All right.
Yeah,
me too.
It's hard to find time to watch stuff.
I bought a new TV, so I'll have some stuff to talk about on the Gamecast. And I bought the OLED TV, so I went all out. I figured you buy a TV, stop buying stopgaps, just do it properly. So I bought a 55-inch LG OLED, which I've played mostly games on for the HDR aspect. But I will say that HDR, just a really quick thing, Dolby Vision is the other standard from HDR. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to explain it right now. We get into it later, I guess. But Dolby Vision is very impressive with movies. I have to say that the coloring that it does in Batman versus Superman actually adds color depth to the costumes, and it makes them better. It's an issue that we've talked about, how he whitewashes.
Does it make the movie better?
No. Okay. But we talked about how he basically fades out his costumes too much, and they would be a little bit more enjoyable if Superman actually was blue. He's still not blue, but he's a lot closer.
He's blue on the inside.
Yeah, he's a blue man. But yeah, so anyways.
I'm blue,
Mike, what have you been up to?
I watched a few things. Did anyone catch either of the episodes of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. yet?
Oh yeah, I watched.
They started up?
Sorry.
Neither?
No, I'll be getting to that shortly. I'm done watching this stuff live altogether, like even S.H.I.E.L.D.
I'm not watching anything live. I'm watching it.
Well,
I think they meant week to week.
Week to week. I'm gonna queue it up, 3 episodes or so, and then I'll watch them. Like I have it. Like I'm ready. I'm gonna do S.H.I.E.L.D. soon because there's 3 episodes, so I'm gonna do that.
That's what I.
What do you think so far, Corey? This
I like the direction. Like I said, I thought that they didn't really reveal the main antagonist. They just more mentioned the main antagonist last time. This time,
now.
Yeah, I was gonna say this time they made sure you knew this that he's coming, or she, or whatever it is.
Yeah. Now we have a little the LMD plot really doesn't have that much to do with it. I mean, it does, but it's like within it.
But it's like the title of the show now, like the Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I know.
I like that. I said like last week. I like that they're titling these story arcs. It's pretty.
And I do like there was more to it than the obvious like rise of a robot like thing going on. There's more to it than that, so that was good. And also once again they baited and switched me out. I was worried that they were going to do some Fitz and Simmons like needless drama, and they baited and switched it out for something like
I was watching it, I was like, oh, Mike's gonna hate this shit, and then they did the other thing. I was like, oh, okay. Right.
No, yeah, they were right there. I'm like, oh, here it comes, and then it's like, nope. I'm like, nice, there we go. So speaking of that, I watched Arrow, and it's garbage.
Well, we knew that, Mike. They
were doing better earlier, but this new episode, this mid-season premiere, was absolute garbage.
I am going to be way behind on that series.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch that until it's finished the season.
You should have watched it when you were sick and weren't paying attention.
Well, I guess that's a way to do it.
Just be in a coma.
Yeah, watch it while you're in a coma.
So that big reveal at the end was sort of predictably explained away. I mean, think of like one of 2 possibilities, and they even figure it out relatively quickly on the show. But that's
I'd have to say if Flash is in this universe, it probably has to do with something with that, right?
Yeah, something like that. or exactly like that. So yeah, no one's actually back to life, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, so that was okay, I guess. But we have gotten to the point of the show here of the writers like making this Felicity show so much where she will turn off the comms during like an exchange, like while they're all the team, since there's this team for some reason still. She'll make a new channel. She'll directly like give orders that contradict what Oliver says to do. Something happens, it doesn't go well, and Oliver there, when the conversation still has to secede the moral high ground to Felicity.
Backseat coaching.
It's unbelievable, and she cried again for no good reason. And so, yeah, I can't stand her.
Yeah, but you continue to watch it.
Yeah, because I spent all this time watching it. I want to see how it ends up.
It's not going to end anytime soon.
I don't care. I'd like to know what's been happening when it does end.
That's an easy binge watch.
I'm not going to binge watch this shit. I get 45 minutes here and there. That's all this is. It's easier this way. I could never watch like 3 episodes of this in a row. That'd be torture.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't plan on watching this. I don't plan on coming back to Arrow until the season's done. That's my.
I'm
or
surprised
until
they
they.
plan on going back at all.
Ever.
And then Flash
it's-
was okay.
It's done after this
I mean,
season.
Just join Tony and I on the other side of this.
Well, here's the best. The best news about this half of the year is the hundreds coming back. So
The next month, right?
Yeah. So if you're gonna watch the show on CW, then why the fuck wouldn't you watch that? So yeah.
Flash-
Maybe if you play fucking Resident Evil 4, I'll fucking watch the 100.
I'll play Resident Evil 4 tonight. I'll do it. But you're
I don't get the deal with that game. I played only a very small amount of it, like 5 minutes of it at a friend's house.
GameCube?
But, yeah, on GameCube. And I was just like, this is so brown. Like, that's my impression of that game. Everything is brown.
Yeah,
And,
I
like-
played the first area quite often, and I just kind of like, I don't know.
And a boulder almost killed me. Then there was this awkward boss battle. I don't know. I didn't like it that much. I don't get it. I mean, I guess it's better than the previous games where you can't move in a way, but I don't know. I don't see
Still
the
has
big deal.
some of that though.
I don't
But
know. I don't
have a
know.
very small
I
taste
don't
of
even
it.
know if I'm going to play Resident Evil 7.
It just
These
doesn't look
games-
appealing.
These games aren't really my style, but
We're into games
Then
now,
don't
whatever.
play it. then.
yeah. All right, let's wrap up the movie cast. We'll go to the
Oh,
games
I
cast.
just noted. I just saw. Apparently, the Splinter Cell movie is still on track.
Yep.
Who cares?
I just saying.
No, I'm not.
Tom Hardy is still attached, which is
Fucking Tom
pretty
Hardy's
amazing,
attached to everything.
Considering like when this was
What if
announced,
he becomes the
it
next
was
James
like
Bond? So he's going to be Splinter Cell and then James Bond, like
He's not
as
gonna be
kind of the
both,
same
no.
character.
I'm just saying it's funny because it was announced that he was going to play Sam Fisher, and I was thinking he was too young. Now he's getting to the point where he's the perfect age, which is pretty funny.
Yeah, I can't believe that's still going on. All right, that's going to wrap up Moviecast. Write us, listeners or viewers, at podcast@allycangeek.net. Follow us on Twitter, allycangeek. Like us on Facebook. Follow us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And keep tuning in. Tune into the Gamescast coming up next.